You can't get rid of it, baby.
Go LC.
Alabama's here for a shot at the national title.
Yeah.
Georgia's here because they beat everybody else, and they're better than them.
Yeah.
In this neutral site,
Neutral site.
we're still in Georgia, aren't we?
Yeah. We are in Georgia.
Give it a dog.
Wow, rabies. Those trying to make it 30 in a row. Gets fanfare. Here's the Georgia World Congress Center. Thanks to Theo Vaughn, our celebrity guest picker. Enjoy Championship Saturday. We'll see you on Selection Day. Noon Sunday on ESPN.
You're watching Dr. Pepper Championship Week.
It's Maction in Motown. We're at Ford Field in Detroit for the MAC Championship. Miami and Toledo, the two best teams in the conference. Miami, the winningest program in MAC history. DeQuan Finn, MVP of the MAC Championship a season ago. Toledo tries to become the first MAC team in more than a decade to repeat as conference champions. It is the second meeting of the season between these two. Toledo beat Miami back on the 21st of October. That was the Red Hawks' only loss in conference play. Anish Shroff, Andre Ware. We'll hear from Paul Carcaterra in just a moment. On paper, you got to love the matchup. It's Toledo, their offense. Miami can win with special teams and defense. But when you take a closer look at this Toledo offense, they've got the two best offensive players in the league.
Yeah, kind of a throwback game for fans with Toledo being the offensive side of it and Miami being the defense. But you're right. DeQuan Finn, the conference's MVP. He's on the offensive side leading things for Toledo. Penny Boone, the offensive MVP in the conference. They've got Jaden Dotton on the outside. A lot of weapons around DeQuan Finn for this high-flying Toledo offense to perform today.
Toledo, #1 in pretty much every offensive category in the MAC. You see what they've done. No one else in the league even averages 400 yards of total offense per game. And Kark, the two stars for Toledo. As we look at our MAC Spotlight presented by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet, Kark, the two stars for Toledo. They're familiar with winning at Ford Field.
Oh, yeah, and winning a conference championship, Anish, no easy task when you go back-to-back. Puts you in a different category. Toledo has not done that since 1970 and 1971, but when you have DeQuan Finn, you know you can dominate, and he knows how to win in this city. In high school, he won multiple Michigan State championships for MLK in this building. As a lifelong Lions fan, he told me it's surreal to be back here, and this year, along with his senior year in high school, the most memorable football rides of his life, and it helps when he has star running back Penny Boone, who was his high school running back at MLK, now the transfer from Maryland, doing damage together.
Well, it helps when you win a couple of high school championships together, and then you come in and win a couple of MAC championships together, competing for their second in a row. That's nice. That's good stuff.
Miami won the toss, elected to receive, and the Red Hawks so good on special teams. Keon Mosey gets around the edge. He's got the 30 stutter step and strong starting field position for Miami. This is a Red Hawks team that is elite on special teams. Their quarterback is Avion Smith. He took over Andre as the starter when Brett Gabbert, who was having a terrific season, hurt his leg, suffered a season-ending injury in the game to Toledo, and that was Miami's only conference loss. Smith, more of a runner than a passer. Expect Miami to unleash his legs this afternoon.
Yeah, you saw there his starting record, 9-4. He did start 9 games last year, so the experience is there.
He will throw on first down and completes to Gage Larvadan, top receiver for Miami, one of the best in the MAC. He's missed some time this year, including the last 2 games, but dangerous in space.
Yeah, they are happy to have him back. He's the most experienced wide receiver on this team. Really good. A hamstring has slowed him the last couple of weeks, but feeling good enough to go, and told Coach Martin, hey, I'm playing this week.
On the ground to Rashad Amos. Breaking through into the secondary and beyond, out of bounds. inside the 30, a gain of 25 for the third-team All-MAC selection, Rashad Amos.
Boy, you talk about just wanting to avenge a loss earlier in the season. That's the approach for this Miami University team coming in here. It's just, hey, we are going to fight and scratch. They barely got away the first time. We're here to do some business this time.
They felt they were on the verge of a comeback in that first game against Toledo before the injury to Gabbert. Taking a shot downfield, a lot of contact, and now the late flag with McDonald and Larvadan all tied up.
Yeah, McDonald kind of shoved him at the end of this. A lot of experience for Chris McDonald, having played a lot of snaps in this program.
Defense, number 3, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
I like the approach that Pat Welsh, the offensive coordinator for Miami, is taking. He's going with Avion Smith, a pass on first down to kind of tell Toledo, we're not just going to run it, and Avion can throw it around. We'll prove it to you right away to back you off a little bit.
Kevin Davis comes in at running back. The give is to Davis. And he is brought down by the safety Maxon Hook as he brings it inside the 10-yard line. And you think of how this drive started. Strong field position, which is a staple of Miami. And Avion Smith to Larvadan, big run by Amos. And now you're looking at a chance to get in the end zone on the opening drive.
Yeah, they're not a high-flying offensive team, so it's going to be defense.
I'd say 4-down territory. Miami plays it a little different. There's such confidence in their kicking game and special teams and faith in their defense. They'll take the points when they can.
Don't want to jinx him early, but Graham Nichols is one of the best, in not only in this conference in the MAC, but in the country. It's perfect on the year. So whereas a lot of teams will go for it and roll the dice or use the book, they're going to take the points down here if it gets to 4th down.
Kevin Davis, the running back, out of the pistol. He motions out. Smith pump fakes. Pressure coming. And that's the Toledo defense that leads the MAC in sacks. It's the first team all-conference tackle, Judge Culpepper.
Culpepper had a couple of sacks in their last game against Central Michigan. He is just, I don't want to say a try-hard guy, but the motor never stops for Judge Culpepper. Always around the football. If he's not there first, he's usually the second Toledo defensive lineman to arrive.
You mentioned Graham Nicholson, perfect on the season, and he stays perfect. 24 of 24 for the MAC Special Teams Player of the Year and the Groza Award finalist. 3-0 Miami.